So, which of the claims do you think are true?
So do you think it's a good idea to put on TV? A person can be very manipulative and controlling.
You could slowly exit.
Find a community that can actually support you. Hello, my name's Ping, and I'm here with my husband Arthur again.
Hello! Today we're going to talk a little bit about toxic relationships. Specifically, we want to talk about the ongoing court case of Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. So what do you know about the case?
I follow a little bit on what's going on. So Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, they were married and then they got divorced. And Amber Heard's claiming that Johnny Depp physically abused her. And she published a Washington Post op-ed. She's the victim of domestic abuse. So that kind of ruined Johnny Depp's career. Now he's suing Amber Heard for defamation.
We don't claim to be lawyers of any sort or legal advice, but we do want to analyze a little bit about the relationship part. And how do you know if you're in a toxic relationship, and what can you do to make sure you don't get into one? So how did they first meet?
I believe they met when they were filming Rome Diary. So they met on the set. I believe they fell in love on the set.
So which of the claims do you think are true?
I watched a little bit of the cross-examination of Amber Heard when the lawyer was trying to examine her. The lawyer was really good about you testify about this, but we have evidence showing that, proving that it didn't match what you said. It's hard for me to believe her because this is what she said, but they had evidence of her not saying the truth. Because of that cross-examination, I don't know if I believe her,
Yeah.
There was no actual evidence saying that Johnny Depp physically hit her, and they had some photos here and there, but she didn't have any medical records.
I heard that there was also a lot of substance abuse.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
I think both of them take. Yeah, I mean even Johnny Depp admitted that he had a lot of drug and alcohol abuse. The relationship itself is just very toxic. Yeah. So do you think it's a good idea to put on TV their trials on everyone can watch in the world?
I think it's probably something that Johnny Depp really wanted. So he really wanted to clear his name, and so having a settlement or something outside the actual public eye would not be helpful to his career, because people would still believe that he's still someone who commits domestic abuse, and so he kind of wanted everything to be public so that his name would be cleared. So I don't know why Amber Heard agreed to do this. I think she was probably just impassioned. She really wanted to prove her case that she was being abused, and so that's probably why she wanted to have it on TV. But honestly, I feel like it makes sense for Johnny Depp, but I don't think it makes as much sense for Amber Heard. I think she really should have just not had the trial in a state where it can be publicly televised. And then maybe she should even settle it out of court. This is just she already got a lot of what she wanted out of the divorce and everything, and she didn't really need to go out of her way to harm Johnny Depp's career and all that. Okay, so let's go back to the toxic relationship part. I think that's really helpful for our audience. So how do you know that you're in a toxic relationship?
When you're in a toxic relationship, you often feel insecure, often feel very negative. If you're always emotionally drained, anxious, and be what's going on, feel bad about yourself, the person can be very manipulative and controlling, putting you down. That's how you know that you're not in a good relationship.
I would say if you're starting to feel like you're losing yourself, you can't be yourself, you cannot voice your opinions, your communication is devastated. When your communication with your partner is not in a healthy way, or you constantly feel being ignored or disrespected by the other party, you can pick up signs that if the other person is controlling, they'll say words, certain things to make you feel less or guilt trip you. If you don't do such and such and such, you knew you'll be punished for not doing something.
Okay.
So why do people want to remain in a toxic relationship?
I think it's just hard for you to depart that emotion. It's like your investment, all this time you invested in this relationship. You don't want to just give up, you don't want to, even though it was bad, even though it was not good, but you just don't want to give up about what we had before. I think that was hard for whoever in a toxic relationship just to leave right away. I mean, It's easy for friends and family to say, oh, you guys not good for each other. You guys always fighting. Why are you guys still together? You have that emotion attachment. And you also have that insecurity of what if maybe I don't have anybody. There might not be anybody better than this person. If not this person, there's no one else. No one understands me better.
So
even though we are not
the manipulating part is like your perceived value of yourself has dropped quite a bit.
Yeah, I think so.
Because this person keeps saying negative things about you.
Yeah.
And thus you feel like they're the only person that can tolerate you.
Yeah.
Because you're so bad.
Yeah. And
because that was my point of view. Like, my point of view was like, oh, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Why are you sticking with this one guy? Like, it would be very easy for you to just break it off and go to a different guy, or like just go on any of those dating apps nowadays. But I guess I had the wrong impression of it. But so the idea is like, because you're in this manipulated relationship, they've degraded your value a lot.
Yeah.
Right? So how do you like recover the value then? Or like, how do you know? Like,
I think you need to have a good community support group that you can escape from. I think for me it was church, And once you decided this person is not for me, I need to block this person, I need to leave this person, seeking for help, find a community that can actually support you in different ways.
Yeah, I think that would that's definitely a very helpful tool.
Yeah. What are the ways that you can get out of the toxic relationship?
You could slowly exit. So instead of like to just cut it off completely and then just change your phone or disappear, but sometimes it can make the situation worse. One way is to kind of dial down, like cool off the relationship, kind of slowly like communicate less or not respond to the text as like promptly, I know like the person is probably gonna call you like 20 times or 30, but you gotta be calm, and also meanwhile give yourself the space, right? However you do it, but at the same time seek out help, like seek out your family or your friends or community help, like try to build new relationship. Also besides that, like shift your focus if you realize the person keep coming back, or they might show up in front of your door. You can have someone, or you're afraid of being alone, you feel like, oh, you're very vulnerable, you're very prone to going back.
Yeah.
Then have a friend stay with you.
Yeah, okay,
Don't stay by yourself.
Yeah.
Or you leave the house, stay at somewhere else.
Yeah.
Just no matter how, like just try to minimize your contact, just slowly cool off.
Yeah.
Just exiting and be determined.
Determined.
Don't waver. If you have any opening, like then they may think they still have a chance. They'll keep coming back. So just keep moving on. I suggest whoever just exited a toxic relationship, self-examine yourself.
Yeah,
right?
like you need some time to heal the scars.
And some time to reflect. Hey, how did I ended up in that relationship? What was the thing that attracted you most before you were in that relationship, right? And what went wrong? And self-examine because you are contributing to that too.
Yeah.
There must be certain things that you felt like you needed, and because we all say love is blind, right? Because at the moment you were so blinded, you didn't see what was coming. Just saying that before you hop right into another relationship, it's best that you have to learn about yourself, examine yourself. What are the pitfalls? What caused you to be so blinded? And then maybe soul searching, right? Like do some inner healing. Go see a counselor. Maybe there was something that you lacked from your childhood or from your family, that you felt like, that you want to be fulfilled in the relationship.
So once you're out of that toxic relationship, give yourself some time. Don't think about you're too old or you don't have anyone. The most important thing is you need to build up yourself again. Because you were so down in that relationship.
Right. You
need to rebuild. Seek self-worth. You can start building up a new community, new friends.
So if you suspect you're in a toxic relationship, I think the first thing you should do is really talk to your friends and your family. Really affirm that, the things that are being said to you that could be verbally abusive, just confirm with them and ask them their opinion. You know, they'll always give you the straight answers. I feel like it's never really good to shut out, especially when you're entering into a relationship that no one approves of. It's not good to shut anybody out because your family and your friends are who are going to help you build back up your self-worth in those certain situations. And then from there, you can build up your self-worth, build it back up, and you notice like, oh, I don't need to be with this guy. You know, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Stay with a community group or some close friends for a while until things settle down. And I think get back out there when you feel comfortable.
Yeah, it's better to be single than being with the wrong person.
Yeah.
So thanks again for watching Date Debate and today's episode. So please continue to support Date Debate just by clicking like and subscribe. Thank you.